just move it. It ain't good, she gon' choose me. She gon' fuck cause I'm foolish.
Yeah, spin cycles. What you know about them spin cycles? We gon' tip a tank up in there. Down a little bit pound. Put a bitch on stepping stores. Can't bullshit, nigga. Kill one of mine, we take a few of yours. I get the drop, I tell my hitters take you out like they was doing chores. We let our stats in them Honda Accords. Taking no pads, we catch you lacking down bad and send you up the guard.
Whann, you already know me. Spin cycle on this block and clear the whole street, you hear me? Yeah, you know this stepping store slash Louisiana drill, you hear me? Look, you gotta go ahead and spin a block and hit that like button. Spin a block again and hit that subscribe button, you hear me? You know, turn me up, you hear me? You know, and we gonna take it to that city, you know what I'm saying? I call it New Orleans, you know.
What's your heart beating for, huh?
Shit, so you know I had to take it back to Louisiana, you hear me? Ain't running about that city like, cause y'all been on my ass bashing me and criticizing me and shit like that, man. How you gonna do another state without doing New Orleans? Man, y'all got me. But don't criticize me and bash me. Yeah, man, you know New Orleans is home of the spin cycles, you hear me? So you know I had to do them boys, you hear me? You know what I'm saying? So we gonna run about AiA, you know what I'm saying? On 150 niggas, you hear me? Now they out there shit, you hear me? Now look, the score is 9-3. I can't make this up. But we gonna run about 2 people, you know? So we ain't gonna do all them boys. It's too much. It's too much blood's been shed. Shit, so you know how we do it. Play them boys' music first, and then we gonna run the bloody ass, horrific ass story, cause it get real life hectic.
About this rack, she said go get it, I flexed on it. They know we turn the city to Iraq. Don't run these guns, got stretch on them. Trapping backwards, I feel up with my back in my IG and just sex on them. Don't ask me about him, I just know he got clap, but why would you think I flex on him? Don't talk to me if you ain't giving a drop. This is like 50, get a sense that it's time. Walk it forward, start to walk on this block. Ain't see us coming, but who's feeling the shine. It's on the ground. She up in my bed, don't think that you say, bitch, I know where you stay. Them drillers go kick us just out to the face. I speak on the dead, cause you can get slayed. She get me in that pussy with shit. Get caught out of bounce and hit it as Drake. Get hit up as good as 150 for J. My brother like Johnny was up in that play. I love you, Boo, just get up for C. I'm going and say I've been blowing my heat. Don't tweak on the neck, get put underneath. Catch your O from this cake, flip curve like a C. They fast like flash, we bump with the beat. We up in the fish, what killer they create. So many switches, my level is life with this shit causing me hell. Wanna make a couple wishes, I hope it go down oh well. I just want my brother back, I wish you stayed up in jail. Too much pain up in my body, got me going through this hell. I'm trying to live my best life.
Yeah, now they got more rappers too, you hear me? But they in rotation, so just stick with me, you know. Shit, so you know, 150, they from the West Bank of New Orleans, you hear me? Now them boys get down, I'm talking about active, you hear me? You know, no bitty, just up that bitch and hit it, you hear me? You know, get it how you lit it, you hear me? Haha, you dig? What them boys say you dig, you hear me? But yeah, though, you know, so them boys beefed out with the whole city of New Orleans, you hear me? I'm out the fab, I'm not lying, them boys beefed out with the whole city. But they real beef with the 10th Warrior. We gonna run about the 10th Warrior. We gonna run about the lost soldiers, you hear me? Who lost their lives in this bitch? Cause it's too much, I told you, it's too much, man. Now they got an outstanding member at 150, you hear me? Now he go by Norby, you hear, if I'm saying it right here, you know what I'm saying? Now dude out his shit, you know what I'm saying? Not gonna lie. Dude deserve buku gold medals from me, man. Real life boys deserve a whole Purple Heart, you hear me? Real life niggas an outstanding member. Real life belt the ass, you hear me? Real life, man. But stick with me, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna see exactly what I'm talking about. So you hear me? You know, like any other clique, you know what I'm saying? It's generational beef. You know, the young niggas get older and they fight in place with the killing. And this war right here, it been gone for generations, for years. But in 2019, this when shit got real hectic. Them boys graduated and elevated. Shit, now you know New Orleans the only city that I know the niggas will bounce out with their yeah and hit a nigga with their bitch and go to the club and do a trip out. Am I lying? Right or wrong? Anyways. 2020, this where it set the tone. Them boys got out their shit, you hear me? So look, check out May 11th of 2020. One of the outstanding troops was outside cooling with his people, then boom!
Mean ass niggas scared to kill they BC. I don't fuck no more, I'm fighting no more. I keep that bulldog cocked.
Police Chief Sean Ferguson said 4th District officers made an arrest of one suspect almost immediately after that shooting that happened just after 7 o'clock last night in Algiers. But he said that multiple other suspects got away. They did arrest 19-year-old Ron J. Stedman. He was arrested when the car believed to be used in the drive-by shooting crashed at Holiday and General Meyer during a police pursuit. He's being held on $520,000 bond. The shooting happened on LaBeouf in the Fisher housing community. Neighbors saying the family was in a relative's front yard when the shooting happened. Police say the mother was shot in the leg. Her 23-year-old son shot and killed at the scene. Her 3-year-old son, who was also shot, later died at the hospital. Tonight, Chief Sean Ferguson said detectives are looking at possible connections between the family and the one known suspect.
We're still within the first 24 hours of this investigation, so we really do not know what the motive is. Definitely a strike at the heart of Algiers. That is a very close-knit community where everyone pretty much knows one another.
And again, Chief Ferguson says that there are still suspects that are out tonight. They need your help to find them. He says you can call Crime Stoppers Anonymous.
Sad situation, just sad. Prayers for the family and prayers for that baby too, because Youngin ain't had nothing to do with it, you hear me? So they called dude who allegedly did it, you know what I'm saying? As you can see in the article right there, yeah, man, dude went with his move, you hear me? But guess what, y'all? I think y'all know where I'm going with this. Y'all know where I'm going with this, man. Come on now. Spin cycle. Yeah, man, so after the spin cycle, it was total chaos. You know them boys in the city kind of different, you heard me? They fiend for blood, like on some vampire shit, you know what I'm saying? But later in September, you heard me, know them boys in the studio, you know, they was rapping, you know, dropping that hot shit. And next thing you know, double score!
Murder ain't wrong. 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 Free Stoner D did his shit. Ain't no deuces to be caught.
It wasn't like anything she'd seen before on her quiet street.
Never. In almost 52 years, never.
Police were called to Rain Drive and Van Avenue about 9:40 p.m. after reports of gunfire. An Orleans Parish coroner's van was needed to take away the victims. Killed were a 19-year-old man, an 18-year-old man, and a 17-year-old boy. A 19-year-old man and a 21-year-old woman were wounded. Police arrested Maurice Lumar and a 15-year-old boy they found running from the scene. Neither has been booked with murder.
I heard a lot of gunshots. So I told one of my sons to call 911 because we didn't know what was going on out here.
This woman, who didn't want to be identified, says the victims were inside her home just before the shooting to visit her son to record music. She says she didn't know them and nothing seemed wrong. Moments after her son said goodbye to them,
all them gunshots that I did here, I knew somebody had to be deceased.
LaFleur saw flashing lights and looked out her door.
When I saw the yellow tape, I knew it was a crime scene. Ooh, it was terrible. I had never seen nothing like this.
It was unreal.
Down the street, the woman whose house the shooting happened in front of says she and her family did one thing when they heard the dozen or so shots.
We all ran to the back of the house, you know, because the police don't have no name on it.
She says she's sorry for what happened just outside her door.
It was just so sad, you know.
Yeah, so you know the dudes who got caught, yeah, but they was fucking 15 and 16 years old, man. Yeah, man. But you know, down here in Louisiana, you hear me? Them niggas jump out the porch at 12, you hear me? 13, you know, straight slinging that bitch, you know what I'm talking about? But shit, behind Lil Frank and Lil Fresh, oh man, you know where I'm getting it.
It's another spin
Shit, you know, the dudes who got zipped, they was outstanding members, you hear me? Now, they got a special one, you hear me, you know what I'm saying? He was a rapper out the clique, you know what I'm saying? His name was Lil Frank 5, man. Check his music out.
Cause I'm old now, I know that I'm 16, but in these streets, yeah, I'm a grown one, yeah. We gon' have to get up out this struggle. I'm the man up in the house, so I'm the muscle, yeah. Riding with a couple 50s, how we come to. Ain't no wrestling in this bitch, but we gon' rumble. I just lost my nigga James and that shit hurt me to my soul. Now every chance that I'm getting, I'm ballin' hard like I'm D-Roll. Got mixed emotions, you can tell how I talk up in my song. Stop flashing bad off them pills, boy, you know you in a row.
Shit, so fast forward in 2021, you know, we got a new character coming in place, man. And his name is AiA, Litt, you hear me? Now, the dude Prussia, you know what I'm saying? Now, he originally from the 7th Ward, you know what I'm saying? But he thug in the cutoff, you hear me? Across the river in the West Bank. And dude got smoked with the whole city, too, you hear me? Real shit. Especially got beef for 150, you know what I'm saying? But we don't know. I'm just a nigga telling the story. If I'm not mistaken, you hear me? So don't come in my comment talking shit and all that, man. Cause I'm gonna blow your pussy ass down. Yeah, man, I'm ready for that. I'm a 10 to all y'all niggas, you hear me? But anyways, yeah, man, he was an outstanding member. On February 17, 2021, everything changed, you know what I'm saying? One of the outstanding members was thugging with his people in Territory. Now, it was up behind the Kev, you heard me? It was up behind the brother, you know what I'm saying?
Shit, just so you know, that boy AiA, you heard me? You know, he even made a song by Litt, you heard me?
Go check it out on your own, you heard me? I'ma leave it up there, you heard me?
Crazy situation, bro. Crazy situation. But look, though, look, you get better than this, man. Look, them niggas in the house party even turned up to the music, man. Look at them boys, man. Them boys cutting up at that bitch, man. Check them out. Shit, yeah, man. So you know the other side, them boys ain't like that shit at all. Them boys went straight comeback mode, huh? Spin cycle.
Yeah, so during the spin cycle, you hear me? You know, one of them outstanding members that we was talking about earlier, you know what I'm saying? Norabia or Norby, whatever you ever pronounce that dude's name. It's hard to pronounce that dude's name, you hear me? So don't judge me, you know? But yeah, man, you hear me? You know, he caught his eyes lacking while they was working at the church and then boom!
Now, you might remember 4 men were shot while working on General Taylor Street last Wednesday. 2 of them died. They were all young, working for a nonprofit group, Groundwork New Orleans. Witnesses say 4 men jumped out of a car and started shooting at the 4 guys. Police arrested Nairobi Davis yesterday in connection with the case. He faces 2 counts of second-degree murder and 2 counts of attempted second-degree murder. Police have not said if they're looking for any other suspects in this case.
So in 2022, you know what I'm saying? Both of these groups was just laying the smackdown on niggas, you know, belt that ass type shit, you hear me? And to that nigga we were talking about Nairobi, you hear me? Out at the 150 clique, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, again, I told you, them boys out there having a good time on Magazine Street, you hear me? And then the fucking spin cycle had hit, you hear me? Total massacre on that bitch. Check the news article.
Mass shooting unfolded outside the Balcony Bar Friday night.
There was a crowd of people out here. A car did slow down. No one thought anything of it.
Moments later, a law enforcement source says at least 50 rounds were fired from a car in what may have stemmed from an ongoing feud between rival groups. 6 people shot, including 4 women and 2 men. One of them believed to be the intended target, 23-year-old Nairobi Davis. A police source says Davis and his associates were leaving the balcony when his rivals opened fire. The source says that's when Davis's associates returned fire.
It wasn't until there was a pause and a second round that we saw people sort of getting out of the way that dictated we might want to move.
Davis is no stranger to law enforcement. He was the suspect in the October 6th homicide of 2 construction workers outside of a church on Annunciation Street. 2 others were shot in an exchange of gunfire.
The prevailing theory in law enforcement circles was that the double homicide, double murder that Nairobi Davis was arrested for was retaliating against the people that had been arrested and were working on at the Annunciation Street church.
David.
They gonna keep spinning and 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 spinning until they up the score. Yeah, them niggas cutting up out there, you hear me? So yeah, you know what I'm saying? So dude locked up right now, you hear me? And that boy AiA locked up too, you know what I'm saying? You know, freedom boys, freedom outstanding members, and RP to them fallen soldiers, you hear me? You know.
Nah, it's a lot to this story. It's a lot, you hear me? You know what I'm saying? But I gotta do some shit, you hear me? You know what I'm saying? So we gonna wrap this shit up, you know, and just sit back and relax for the next episode. You know, dumb.
As we take a few of yours, I get the drop, I tell my hitters take you out like they was doing chores. We let our shots in them Honda Accords, taking no pads, we catch you lacking.